ready to go from Durham, the 21st all-time meeting, and away we go. Louisville, the opening serve. First attack for the Taylor Williams, goes cross-court and scores the opening point for the Blue Devils. And vying for another deep run. A December to remember, Coach Meskey caught it, but they're in a battle here in the opening set with the Blue Devils. Tipped. Miscommunication, but the Blue Devils get it over. Another opportunity and another big swing for the Cardinals. Hannah Sherman that time for Louisville.
An intimate environment in this historic arena.
But not a big college basketball fan is Coach Meskey.
But that just goes to show how big of a deal Cameron Indoor is.
Fair enough. Dumped over again. It's the setter once again for the second time in this first set. Mentioned it earlier with Zubcevic, just trying to get back on track. Last couple of matches without double-figure kills after really being the workhorse of the Blue Devil offense this year. Taylor Williams has certainly made her presence known tonight as well. Louisville did have to cut back their time in the practice gym a little bit this week after back-to-back 5-set matches last week with some of the data. And Coach Meskey said he almost had to run some of his players out of the gym. To borrow like a basketball phrase, just being a gym rat, you know, just always wanted to be in there. Strong serve. Godshaw flips it up for Williams, who terminates for the Blue Devils. Trims the deficit to 3. Now Williams had it blocked. Glass there to recover. Avery Hamlin with the right hand. Denied again by the Cardinals. Cressy with the big block. Taylor Williams to the back row. Chacoin had it blocked. And the Blue Devils answer back. Back and forth opening set. Glass for Williams. Set up for Blackshear. And she short-armed it into the net. Blue Devil block was there as well. Glass with a left-handed serve. Target Schrand. Big high ball and a big swing put down by Blackshear. Schrand has the honor. Williams short arms it into the net, kept alive. Now Hamlin has to get it over and does. Down the line and in. And it's Louisville who rallies back for a first set victory. As big as a 5-point lead in that first set, couldn't hold on. Louisville rallies back to win it, and now Charlotte Glass starts things in the second stanza. Off the tip, Godshaw tried to pancake it, but Blackshear puts home the first point of the set. Now Schrand with that quick serve, targets Williams. Hamlin flips one cross court, and a big seam in the middle for Cressy to put it home.
A nice pass, able to get Louisville out of system.
Godshaw sends it over. Blackshear flips one to the back row. Zubcevic had it blocked. Another chance for the rookie who hits it into the net. Godshaw, what a serve! Not sure if there was some miscommunication by the Cardinals, but Godshaw picks up the ace.
Just their block touches, right? Taking the heat off the Blue Devil swings.
Served in for Zubcevic. Hamlin had one tipped. And in for Peterson. And Kenny, just like some of our other teammates, wanted to go quick on the serve here. Perhaps not give the Blue Devils a chance to get set, and hard to set up for Cressy in the middle. Another big point for the Cardinals.
Putting Zubcevic in a tough spot at the net.
Glass flips it over. Kenny up to play it. And Cabello once again. A little bit later this year, a chance for a big RPI win. Not that Louisville really needs it. Number 7 in the RPI this week. Cardinals making a play to host in the NCAA tournament. Peyton Peterson to serve. Entered action today. Team leader in kills. Just so many weapons for this Louisville club. Zubcevic unable to terminate. Finessed by Chacoin. Glass sends it over. Cardinals right there, nearly resulted in a kill. Now Godshaw just trying to play it for Duke. And look at the Cardinals again at the net. It's Cabello once more to add to the Cardinal advantage.
I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but she has slowly transitioned into the leader that, has really stepped up vocally, leading by example. And that's been really cool to see for Coach Meskey.
And right on cue, Chacoin drops one to the back row, and Louisville 5 points away from a second stanza victory.
And now it becomes sort of a mental battle, right, for the Blue Devils to be able to respond despite knowing what could have happened in set one.
Now Williams to serve. And a powerful put away from Peterson. Stranglehold on this match, already leading by a set and well on their way to a second set victory. Peterson blocked that one in. She'll get a chance to swing it. And another point for Cressy. In firm control of this one, looking to finish it off here in the third set. Off and running with a Louisville serve. And the Blue Devils coming out strong, capturing the first point of set number 3. Well, one of the things Coach Meskey talked to us about this week for Louisville was wanting to be a full match team, play a complete match. You feel like he is going to be pleased with the way his team has performed so far? It's available in the all-new ESPN app. Blue Devils trying to keep the match alive. Out to a 5-point lead to start the third set and looking for more. Instead, Louisville answers back with the block as Sherman in the middle for the Cardinals. Elo has had flashes of just really solid play for Duke this year, something that Coach Nagel was talking about this week, wants more consistency and will like the way her team played there. Learning curve, and that could be applied to really this entire team. As we mentioned, a lot of underclassmen for the Blue Devils, and they're going up against a very veteran Louisville club. And Gazi Elo serves. And what a play by Cabello again. Sherman 3 of Louisville's 7 blocks tonight. Williams unable to terminate. Cabello dumps it over again. Battle at the net. What a swing.
She's just embraced that role and said, I'm going to put this on me, stepping up into that role and really owning it.
Coach Meskey said we have to remind ourselves she's only been playing the 5-1 for 18 matches. And boy, it looks like she's been playing in this system for years, doesn't it? Chacoin, a great dig that time by Godshaw. Now Zubcevic unable to terminate. Cabello again. Here's Hamlin for the Blue Devils. Chacoin. Williams takes a rip. Hamlin just had to get that one over. Now a battle at the net. Lengthy rally here. Chacoin answers for the Cardinals.
Great disciplined defense.
I go back to what Coach Nagel said about playing aggressive and not being concerned about the errors.
Don't want to be tentative. You want to go after it like that.
Zubcevic with 11 kills, breaks a string of 3 matches in a row without reaching double figures. Back to her form from earlier this year. Duke by 2. Oh, a scramble mode for both clubs. And it's Ava Utterback who gets the point this time.
Who's got the best chance right now in Utterback sealing the deal?
Louisville serving for the tie, and they get it. It's the exact opposite of what happened for Duke a moment ago. Watch how quick Strahan puts this in play after the whistle. Hamlin plays one for Blackshear. And another one to the back row for Utterback. I would imagine if you would ask Coach Meskey, he would probably take these 4 5-set losses if that means they win a 5-set match in the last game of the season in the national championship.
I know coaches and players don't like to lose, but they do say you learn a little bit more from a loss. where you are on that net, kind of that gap right there for Williams. Not completely on the outside. You're kind of inside that net. Great spot for Williams.
And answering right back is Chacoin. Wilson led Washington with over 6 assists per set a season ago. Now Williams off the tip, kept alive. A chance for Goss, maybe a bit of a miss set there. Chacoin fires at Godshaw. Utterback on the back row. Leaves it up for Chacoin, and Louisville inching closer to a sweep in Durham.
You can compete with anybody, and I think that's what they took away from that first set and set 3, but it's a matter of that execution and finding that consistency.
Taylor Williams gets an opportunity. Schran there to keep it alive. Chacoin. Now Blackshear gets it over. Williams to the back row. And the Blue Devils not going away yet, down by 3.
You're still going with those adjustments and still putting out your best product.
Duke down 2. Louisville called the timeout. And now the Cardinals trying to answer back. That ball might have been heading out. Good play by the Blue Devils to keep it alive. And now Chacoin sets up match point for Louisville. Cardinal fans on their feet. Chacoin serving for the match. Zubcevic, oh, what a pancake by Utterback to keep the rally alive. And then hammered home in the middle by Brianna Goss. Godshaw will serve. And a service error ends it in Durham tonight. 12 straight wins for the Cardinals over the Duke Blue Devils. And Amanda, the Louisville Cardinals do bounce back tonight in Durham after back-to-back 5-set losses.